Well, Virgo, you can't leave a dirty backyard and go beyond, as a great enlightened being once said to me. And I think that applies to a lot of your financial circumstances throughout the month of March. I'm Dadhichi, by the way, from astrology.com.au with the Virgo March 2015 horoscope overview. I'd like you to think about that, because with Venus and Mars and the past karma point in your 8th house of shared resources, this could be a rather difficult period if you don't sort out some of those loose ends, some of those puzzles in the picture of your finances. It's important to do that. And we see that we have Mercury there in your 6th house of work. That's your ruling planet, and that is a focus right now. But let's not forget the fact too that the full moon takes place in your sun sign on the 6th of the month, bringing with it a whole new level of emotional energy. It does rule the 11th house of friendships, that direction in the zodiac associated with your peers, and that the full moon brings with it a whole new emotional connection with friends and that type of thing. So the month does start with a few different facets, a few spokes to the wheel here. As I mentioned, the finance one is heavily weighted in favour of sorting out your financial problems. Your ruling planet in the 6th house is indicating, along with a triangular aspect to what we call the North Node, a very good sense of timing and an ability to be in step with the general consensus financially and in your workplace. So what you have to provide to people this month by way of your ideas or communication can ultimately augment your bank balance. So don't be afraid to talk about what you see can be a way of improving things in the workplace. And that 11th house of friends has a strong connotation for the group mentality, a team effort. So you can work with the team and really shine in that sense, notwithstanding the fact that Saturn, which recently entered into your 4th sector of personal happiness, home life, domestics, is a bit of a dampening effect, but it is in triangular aspect to these planets in the 8th house of shared resources and finances. So I think this is a sobering influence that helps you really, really focus your attention on what you have to do, those hidden aspects that you've swept under the rug for too long. And I'm going to tell you, Virgo, once you get that out into the open and you get a bit of transparency around that, you get the dialogue going with the people that count, you can get some help through those co-workers as well, then it's going to shine a completely new light on your finances and give you the full steam ahead sort of energy that you need to make more money, get greater successes, and to expand your circle of friends and influence. So, you've got 2 sets of transits going on this month, around the 5th of March and around the time of that full moon we've just talked about. Venus in aspect to Jupiter, Uranus and Pluto, that's all happening in that 8th house. And then Mars doing the same thing. You're expanding your field of activities around the 10th. The Mars triangular Jupiter shows a breadth of vision, dynamic energy, and good luck and a sense of timing to do things. So whilst you may be thinking things through up till the 10th to the 12th, we see these dynamic aspects of Mars to Jupiter and Uranus really giving you the green light. Stuff is going to happen then, and which is not out of keeping with your star sign temperament, but the Virgo is more of an intellectual sign. Mars does add to this real physical dynamism, so I can see you getting physically active at this time too. You do have some problems around the 12th with that aspect of Mars to Pluto. Be very, very careful with the people you're dealing with just now. I wouldn't trust everyone, and if you've got your doubts about someone, don't be afraid to scrutinise them and put the thumb screws on. I think it's important because someone may be trying to dupe you or mislead you around that time. This retrogression of Saturn, that apparent reverse movement of Saturn in your domestic sphere, along with that's on the 15th, along with the preceding transit of Mercury into your 7th house, shows a pulling back of your energies and a redirection of that into your personal space, your personal one-on-one relationships with your spouse or partner, and your home life generally. Because I think for some of you, this may be a time where you're not feeling, I guess, particularly happy. You need to maybe look, always primarily at yourself, but there may be some significant person, a relative, your mother or a spouse, that could be, dampening your spirit and putting a hold on you being able to get the answers that you want in this area. So work through that, along with what I said earlier. Use those planetary transits to push through this period into a better time. And that can happen around the 17th, when Venus moves into your 9th sector. The 9th and 10th sectors of the zodiac are considered the supreme sectors. The 9th is a little bit different to the 10th in that it is more spiritually orientated. The 10th is more materially orientated. But generally the 9th house has to do with your past karma. Venus is one of your better planets, so this indicates the acquisition of good things as a result of your past good deeds. What some of you have been waiting for may come to pass at this time, and that will wind its way through the 9th house over the next few weeks. So take advantage of that. It's also got to do with journeys, travels, which will bring a lot of pleasure. Travels for some of you, which can also bring romance, because Venus is the planet of romance. The redirection of your attention to the financial stuff will occur again. Around the 20th, we see the new moon there in the sign of Pisces. It's the 7th house, but it's right in the last degree of the sign, moving into that 8th house, and then the sun will slip into that 8th house, which seems to be the focus of what we've been talking about on the 21st. So you will have to deal with that. It's nice to see that new moon in the 7th house of partnerships. It's time to turn over a new leaf in your relationships. If business partnerships are part of that shared resources issue that I've been talking about, you can rejuvenate that, replenish that, and really clean that slate for a new beginning, a new cycle. And I look forward to seeing you next month and just developing some of these thoughts and concepts, because it is an important transit and cycle, especially that one of Saturn in your 4th house. It's always important to get back to what I said in the introduction this month, Virgo, about finding your inner happiness, finding the meaning in your life, and looking at the what, not just the how, but what is that? What is it that's going to make you happy? That's a focus that I think I'll leave your reading on that note, and hopefully see you here next month. In the meantime, do check out your daily, monthly and yearly readings in focus, a bit more detail at astrology.com.au, my website, and see you here next month. Bye now.